What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping into something. The next one on our Goose Pimples journey. Top 5 scary videos that would knock you through a loop. Let's jump in. Let's check it out together. You guys wanted it. I've been subbed up forever to Goose Pimples. Get over there. They got a lot of great ghost video content as well. Let's see what we got. This already looks terrifying. This kind of look like somebody that's a little bit tangled up in a parachute, maybe. That's the only thing that I can think of when I'm looking at this opening screen. Let's see where we're going with it. Let's roll. It's probably going to be damn terrifying.
The things that are not paranormal can be the scariest of them all.
Yeah, no shit. Real things that happen to people are horrifying.
Around to see what happens to this poor dude. But first, let's get this spook fest started. Number 5. Salon poltergeist. When paying a visit to the beauticians, you're usually expecting a lovely, relaxed experience. But in this salon, based in Preston in the UK, rather than leaving with a new set of nails, clients are leaving with their spare brown pants on. Let's see why.
I'm looking around trying to figure out how the hell this thing's moving by itself. Ain't nobody underneath it with a magnet. I could see that if it was on the table or something like that. Ain't no strings that I could see. I don't know that I would stick around after this. I probably would have left too, and I would have had to take my brown pants with me.
The nail polish bottle is moving in all directions, eliminating the possibility of somebody pulling a string off camera, and at some point, it even spins around. We can also see some items moving on top of the tables, and the chair shifting as if it was suddenly holding somebody's weight, but there was no one to be seen. Fair enough, there could have been somebody perfectly positioned off camera, touching the chair and pushing the table. After all, the night vision makes it harder to spot signs of trickery. But as it turns out, the supposed spooks also like to play in broad daylight.
Yeah, no, see, this is where I would have to draw. No. Let's play that back. Because she did scoot over. Did her desk bump the other desk somehow and then it fell over?
The nail polish bottle could have been easily pulled with a string by somebody off camera.
Could have been.
And if you're even more skeptical, you probably think that someone else must have somehow managed to throw the table to the floor just to fake a ghost video, right? But if that was the case, why would the staff risk breaking one of their tables, especially the one with the electric nail drill machine on top of it? Would you risk damaging expensive equipment just for a little bit of clout? Plus, the workers seem genuinely shocked by the fall. But what do you think? Is this a real-life haunted salon? Or somebody else?
Is this a weird lopsided table that just falls over by itself? Is it the same table that fell? I've got so many questions.
Camera who loves their job so much.
It looks like the same exact table. Maybe it just likes to fall over.
Number 4. living large. Road trips always supply incredible views. Beautiful landscapes, gorgeous sunsets, and creepy abandoned houses. Obviously, exploring one of these on your own is an awful and dangerous idea. So naturally, when Baker X Derek stumbled upon this creepy-ass building while riding his bike, he decided to take a look. But after not even 10 minutes, his GoPro captured him pelting it back down that hill with his heart in his mouth. Let's find out what happened.
Oh my god, it's so dark in these rooms.
How did we go from that down? That is a dark ass hallway, and then super bright outside. Watch the change.
Let's find out what happened.
That's hella dark.
God, it's so dark in these rooms. Dude.
The sliding glass door to nowhere.
Dude, these bedrooms had fucking walkout
balconies. It's called a balcony.
Oh my god, the floor feels like it's gonna fucking collapse.
Well, get away from there.
Oh, fucking heebie-jeebies, dude.
Yeah, heebie-jeebies.
Dude, that dark room. I kept feeling something was gonna jump out at me. What's down here?
Yeah, we're not. Nope.
Hello? Hello?
Bro, that's...
Sleep, goat, horse, dog, pig, snake.
I'm not going down that fucking hole in the first place. I'm not too...
Fuck a sheep, goat, horse, dog, pig, snake, bird, hermaphrodite.
You probably just read some kind of crazy ass incantation off the wall, right?
Dude, I think I hear somebody. I think I hear something.
Well, he didn't spend much time there. There is a slim chance that this could have been something paranormal, because a haunted old house on a hill is always a grand opening to a blockbuster horror movie, isn't it?
Yeah,
But it was probably something equally as terrifying. There could be somebody else hiding in the shadows after they heard him walk in. If you pay close attention during the video, there are chairs, blankets, and all sorts in the house that don't look like your average abandoned wear and tear. Plus, check this out. Look at the white dot at the back of the bathroom. Doesn't it kind of look like a face? He didn't notice it while recording, which is why he decided to sneak down into the bleak darkness of the basement. The homeless are always looking for private shelter though, and where better than atop a lonely hill? It's probably completely harmless, but that rising dread you feel when you think you might not be alone is enough to give anyone the heebie-jeebies. Which one would scare you more? Unknown company, or a message from the other side? To watch the video in full and see more content like this, make sure you
I think Unknown Company would get me for sure.
check out Baker X Derek on YouTube. Number 3. Greenwood. Years of research, hunting, and internet discourse have gone into the Sasquatch, and whether you believe it's a bloodthirsty
I totally believe there's something out there. It's not just some giant out of focus creature as some may have you think. Like, there's definitely way too many Bigfoot stories for them to only be stories. There's some kind of something out there living in a damn hole in a cave somewhere that we're not sure about. And maybe we've caught glimpses of it because some of them are pretty damn, I don't know, intriguing to say the least.
forest dweller or a simple urban legend, it doesn't make it any less interesting. Especially not when people catch clips like this.
What was that?
Yo, I'm not even opening the fucking door. Are you crazy?
Oh, God, Michael. Was that you?
No. I heard those noises.
Yeah.
Coming from my window.
I heard them too, but I thought that was you.
No.
Okay. Alright.
Little dude, you scared the bejeebus out of me.
You hear that?
Get at me.
I don't know if his flashlight is such a great idea. He hasn't seen you yet, but he will now. Do you hear that? Sounds like it's like a troll. A ogre, that's what it sounds like. You better get back inside your house.
Mom? What is that?
Oh, go, get inside the house, go.
Lock that
Of all the things you'd want to be woken up with, this one.
We're moving the next morning. I don't give a shit. No, we're not staying here. We're on vacation. We're going to a new damn hotel. I'm not being anywhere close to this tree line. Hearing some noises like that? Not a chance. Hearing the trees rustling around like that? You crazy to stay. Nope. I will sell my house the next day. For real, for real.
Will be last on the list. The origins of the clip are very foggy. We know it was filmed in Lockridge by a family who would rather remain anonymous. But aside from that, we're in the dark. If the family didn't want to be known, why would they fake such a terrifying video? What would be the point? Yeah, those eyes could have been somebody on top of a tree holding 2 torches in the dark, but did you see the way they blinked? So damn realistic. And take one look at the place they live in. A huge old stone house facing a great span of twisting, rustling forest. They're just asking for cryptids.
You
Could
just
this be
asking
the
for
start of
something.
an ARG? A real cryptid sighting? Or a behind-the-scenes glimpse of a new episode of Sassy the Sasquatch? Let us know your thoughts. Found a scary
That
video
thing
you'd
was
like us to
huge.
feature?
Those were huge bellowing noises. I wouldn't.
Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at GoosePimplesYT. Also, if you've ever had a scary or paranormal experience, send us a voice note to hello@goosepimplesYT.com and we'll play your story on our second channel, Goose Pimpling Stories. Number 2. Spinning around. Have you ever been skydiving? It's one of the most adrenaline-pumping hobbies around. Skydivers always go into it knowing there's a possibility that it could be their last ever dive, but that doesn't make the actual experience any less petrifying.
The whole thing of thought about jumping out of an airplane is petrifying. You that do it out there, y'all are a special kind of breed. I prefer being on the ground or under the water. Way, 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 way better than ever being in any situation where I gotta jump out of a damn airplane.
Check out this clip of a skydiver thinking quick as he gets tangled in his parachute.
Oh no.
Can you imagine the pure fear that must have racked through that person's body when the chute span around? Luckily, with a few seconds to spare, he was able to pull the emergency cord and drifted to the ground safely. Some commenters seem to believe this was a shot of good luck, and others think it was an intervention from the big man in the sky. Our take on this though? Well, somebody needs to give credit to this dude for remembering his training and acting so fast. Sure, maybe a bit of luck.
That was so that is a damn good little backup parachute right there. It stopped him quick. It was like a swift air brake.
For remembering his training and acting so fast. Sure, maybe a bit of luck, but mainly skill. What do you think? Was this fight or flight?
I'm saying he is a skilled...
Or the Grim Reaper taking a well-deserved day off?
I'm saying he's a skilled
Number 1,
diver. That's what it
deep
is.
blue sea.
Skilled skydiver.
Did you know that 80% of the ocean remains undiscovered?
Yes, and that's what makes it so terrifying, is that it's just as undiscovered like Halo. we want to go to space, but we don't even know everything that's on the earth yet. We don't even know everything that's under the water yet. Not knowing is deadly terrifying. But I prefer being underwater than skydiving for sure. I love scuba diving. Like, if I can see it, I'm cool with it. When you get me out to those kind of waters where you don't know what the hell is down there and it's just black below you, I don't like that. I think the max I've ever gone was like 112 feet, and that's fine because there's still a slightest tiny little bit of, you look up and there's some green above you, there's some blue above you, there's some sun up there, way up there, but up there. Like, I don't know. Very, very cool.
Why do you think there are so many lost legends
It's
of
horrifying.
underwater cities, beasts, colonies, and monsters? People laughed off the idea of the Kraken until the 46-foot, 500-kilogram colossal squid was captured and displayed to the public in 2007, which opened up discussions about the megalodon, the lost city of Atlantis, and even mermaids. So we know there are probably things beyond our wildest imagination lying right at the bottom of the sea, and there's a high chance we may never see them within our lifetimes. That is unless one of those mystery creatures decides to rear its head itself. What the hell is that? The comments are swimming with all sorts of theories, ranging from black ice to weird mermaid colonies to Godzilla and even Lovecraftian sea monsters. Is this the rise of an underwater apocalypse or the underbelly of an old iceberg? Both are horrifying.
Both are
it's
horrifying,
one thing
especially
to see
when
a
your
colossal
boat is
mass
headed
of
toward
spiked
it.
creatures rising out of the ocean. But knowing you might be suffering the exact same fate as the Titanic would send a different chill down your spine. Don't click away just yet though, because this week's dose of bonus content is pretty weird. Bonus: when
I don't know what
disaster strikes.
that was.
The next video is taken right after a tsunami ripped through a small village in Japan. The sheer power of the water tore up.
That is horrifying. Seriously, anybody that's been in, survived, and is still here from a tsunami, that's something I would never, ever, ever want to go through myself. Y'all got my respect for sure. That's nuts. It's just a huge, huge wave of power. Like, it's crazy how much destruction these things leave behind them.
Nearly everything in sight, and people just had to get out their cameras in awe of the destruction. But that's when somebody captured this. Bet you missed it, didn't you?
What the f*** was that?
There's a wispy white figure rising out of the water and into the air. Commenters rightfully pointed out that it could be gas from a broken propane tank, but there's something so harrowing about the idea that this could be a video of a lost soul rising. Do you know what else will be rising? Your hair while watching the next scary compilation. Click here to watch it now. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to avoid missing our weekly Spookfest. Thanks for watching. Stay
in the dark. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Goose Pimples, 5 scary videos that'll knock you for a loop. You most certainly did with a couple of them. Not something I want to deal with, but I'm glad that we get to have some people. Like, I'm glad that we get to experience this together. I'm glad that we get to see other people going through it, and to know that, hey, there may be something out there that we're just not quite sure about, that a lot of us will never ever get to see. Maybe only certain people are seeing. I don't know. There's a lot of things to take into account when it comes to these. Are they just crazy pranks meant to scare you? Or is it some real, like, terrifying stuff going on there? Whatever it is, Ogre House would have to go. Like, Ogre House would be on the market the next day. Smash the like button if you liked it, the dislike button, but it won't believe you. Till the next one, I'm Combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe. I love you to the moon and back. Peace.